Paddy, congrats on the win. Were you pleased with that 80 minutes as just a good blowout after last week?
Yeah, it's a really tough week now for everybody involved in the club because, as you hope you know, that we try to pour our heart and soul into Champions Cup rugby every year. You get to a final, an amazing occasion over there. But listen, our opponents are just way more clinical than us on the day, and lots of different aspects of the game. They were just better than us, and we need to take that in the chin. We need to go through it. We need to review it, then we obviously try and pick a team to turn the page. Listen, if we'd won the Champions Cup, playing a final and playing a quarter final the week after, it's a little bit unusual, as we know. But yeah, when you lose a game, sometimes it's great to have a game to look forward to quite quickly. So, listen, we followed the Lions' form over the course of the season. Obviously, they won the South African Shield, and listen, they've been playing some great rugby at different stages. Listen, they've been here for a month, basically. They've been here for a month now. But yeah, listen, I thought our guys, in the circumstances, were very professional in terms of how they prepared for this game. And there's lots of good stuff about the performance from the team and from individuals within that as well. So overall pleased. Does it fix last week? No, but it's another week for us as a group, which is great because listen, it's just saving the time we have together now. So but it's lovely to have a semi-final to look forward to, obviously against the Stormers now on Saturday at 5:30. Stormers, you remember we played them in round 1. We got beaten, what score? 35-0, which was brutal. And yeah, listen, if you'd asked me after 4 rounds where we'd lost 3 of our first 4 games, if we could have a semi-final at home against the Stormers, we would have been your hand off for that one. So anyway, it's great to have a semi-final to look forward to. So again, great big thanks to people who turned out at 8:00 on a Saturday night for the game today, and hopefully listen, we get a great buzz building into there this week and really attack the week again.
Leo, it was a great night for James Lowe. Are you still hopeful that he may be playing rugby for Leinster next season?
Oh, it's a very leading question there, Peter. Listen, James will come out in terms of his own individual piece, yeah. So it's not really right for me to comment on him at this moment in time, if that's okay.
Leo, Ty Fernand there before, what's up with him?
Yeah, again, with just a few niggles this week, yeah. So listen, obviously we named Ty on Thursday, thought he'd be okay, come through, because we trained Tuesday, Wednesday, and then, listen, he wasn't quite right. Little tightness in his calf is exactly what's wrong with him. So just with previous, it's just making a sensible decision there. So anyway, we pulled him. And there was a couple of other guys obviously as well. Were a few niggles that are from earlier in the week. So Gary, Ronan Keller, Jordan Larmer as well. Those 3. So, but I think they should be okay. I think to go this week coming. So, but we'll see how they are. Obviously, come Monday, but I think they'll be all okay. I hope they will be all okay for selection.
Did Joe and Dan come off injured?
Yeah. Joe was okay. As in, obviously, we brought Robbie on. So listen, we had scoreboard pressure, as in we had a decent lead at that stage, so not taking things for granted, but it was we've been curious about what that would look like even, so obviously having another back on the field at the end of the game, and listen, it actually looked pretty good, so it's something that we've certainly talked about. 4-4 splits, the mine 7-1s, 4-4 splits, with some of the personnel that we have there, which is anyway, we'll see what that looks like in the future. And Dan took just his knee initially, but then he got a bang in the shoulder as well. So anyway, we obviously took him off, and I think he's okay. Yeah, just again, bumps and bruises, physical games. The stage of the season. Listen, Lions are a very, very physical team, aren't they? But I thought our guys pitched up with the right mentality in terms of that physical piece. Where listen, they had guys running pretty direct and straight, hadn't they, out there? But we managed it pretty well, I thought, over the course of the game. So, but yes, Stormers are, as I said, beat us 35-0 in round 1. They're a serious team. Unbelievable amount of Springbok quality that they have within their group. So, it's hopefully be a great occasion for us then next week.
Leo, obviously we mentioned James Lowe's record today. Can you speak about his importance and impact in this group over the last 7 or 8 years?
Listen, I remember when we signed him from the Chiefs, and He came on good recommendation at the time. He started doing a bit of digging. It's funny the stuff you would remember, different conversations that I would have had with him when he was in New Zealand and I'm on the phone to him here. So trying to convince him to come before the end of the Mitre 10 seat or whatever it was called then, or the ITM Cup. I can't remember exactly what it was then, but trying to get him here before November. So listen, try and convince him about, if you're here for 3 years, obviously you want to play for Ireland. So, but he stayed with Tasman, which is a good, admirable quality, to be honest, in him, because he's very loyal to his team. So he was, and I was just reminiscing there. Yeah, listen, obviously because he's 100 cap there today. I didn't say it in the dressing room, but I'll say it now. We went out for dinner together. My wife, him, the three of us, threesome. Listen, he's been a great character in the group, very, very different, what he brings, great energy always. Listen, I've seen internal, we had a video there just in terms of some of the stuff that he's done in a Leinster jersey over his career. Yeah, listen, he's been phenomenal. Obviously, the tries he scored, 2 more classic James Lowe tries there today, weren't there? Listen, he's a great character, amazing what he's achieved in terms of his try scoring record in less than half the amount of caps that the previous record holder had. So this is a phenomenal strike rate. So and he's been a great addition on so many levels in the group, because he's a unique one. There's not many James Lowes running around the streets that we've come across so far. So, but he's been a great addition to the group.
Did you get a chance to speak with him after the game and congratulate him?
Yeah, I just said well done there. Yeah, obviously with the kids and stuff there now as well. So, he spoke there in the dressing room. So he's great. Yeah, really, really good.
Leo, is there a different atmosphere in the camp building up to these games this time of year, when you're coming to this end of the season with some players leaving, and it's an emotional time? We're talking about some of the other teams like Ulster and Munster, their last games as well, and players are moving on.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, listen, it's great to be. I'm not having a dig here now, but listen, obviously we were the last Irish team standing there. So, and it's getting to that point. Listen, even going into the game today, as a head coach, you have to have plan A is get ready to go on to a semi-final, but plan B, it's hard to even think about what that would have been like if you lose today and you've nothing to move on to. So because listen, there's some great characters in the group. Luke McGrath, classic example. He's probably the one that springs to mind. One of my favourites of all time. He's a brilliant character and absolute warrior of a player, and in terms of a servant leader, servant leadership, someone that will always sacrifice themselves for the greater good of the group. So, and you want to send those guys off, but every team will have their different characters that are trying to do the same things. So, Stormers will travel. I'm not sure when they'll travel, but again, they have a natural, not advantage, I don't want to make it, but because they're together, building together, and we need to make sure we try and replicate that feeling in our own camp. But again, it's week to week to week at the moment, isn't it? So if we get it wrong, as we did in last week's game where you lose a final, these are all finals, so we've played 5 finals as such. Will be our 6th now this weekend, so in a pretty short space of time. So that's why we talked about trying to get the freshness and changes. And listen, we're delighted with how guys came into the group this week and added proper freshness, because that's what you need. You know what I mean? You need the team to fire with the right sort of physical, emotional level. Obviously, I like the skill level required as well. And listen, I thought there was some great moments where there was some great tries scored, some really good team tries. But we'll need that again, because as I said, Stormers are a serious opposition now that's coming to town now next week.